and all that sort of thing. Later this afternoon, are we going to run into some issues with the
Well,
travel?
I think the snow begins, as a situation where it's falling on a frozen surface, so it could get slick quick.
Walking or driving.
That's right. If it's melting initially or you've got some time for transition, sometimes it's not as bad. But if you get frozen precipitation right on a frozen surface quick, that can really spell trouble. So I think you really need to be careful early on as the snow gets going. And keep in mind that the city doesn't really start to plow the streets or remove snow until we get a couple of inches down. So the pre-treating will help with some melting, and also during the day when you get precipitation, that also keeps the roads a little warmer. But all in all, we've got a winter weather advisory here with some accumulating snow on the way for the afternoon. A changeover happening this evening, which will minimize some snow amounts for the city and areas south and east. Otherwise, we're looking at some snow stacking up, and you have to crank up these snow blowers, right? And get them ready to go. Might be the first time this season for some folks. From Midtown looking down to lower Manhattan, we've got some good visibility. We do have clouds around 14 is the feels like temperature. So starting with the wind chill in the teens and low 20s, it's not too far off from where our actual readings are right now on the thermometer. So the winds are not so bad. Calming down this morning as we wait for the approaching storm. Once the storm gets going, we'll actually see these numbers coming up once again. Want to get you right into the planner so you can know what to expect. Between noon and 3, the snow begins, and it'll be moving west to east. Then temperatures will be on the rise. As that starts to happen, let me change over to some sleet and rain mixing in. Look at the numbers going up into the 40s in the pre-dawn hours tomorrow. That means that if some snow does fall, you could wake up to, well, it disappearing, quite frankly, in the boroughs and for areas south and east. But where the alert is in the winter weather advisory areas north and west, they stay cold the entire storm, and so their snow will stack up. Getting a close-up look here, this will be the early part of the system producing a few flurries and getting the air saturated. This frontal line right here that's approaching Allentown and Philadelphia, that's where the snow will start to fall across the area, widespread, become ready to stick, quite frankly. Here's a big comma shape up into International Falls, down through Chicago. We've seen the pictures there through Cincinnati. We've got rain all the way down to Tennessee. Memphis, Tennessee's got some rainfall, all associated with this system that's moving into our area. So it's a big storm, but it's a quick mover. Look at this. By 6 or 7 o'clock, we're seeing the last of the heaviest showers moving out there. The steady precipitation is done by 11 o'clock. Might see a few stragglers coming in the early morning hours as far as a little more precipitation, but that's it. Sunday is looking dry and windy and cold. A new reinforcing shot of cold air comes in for Monday and Tuesday, and temperatures will be stuck near the freezing point again. So here's your snowfall forecast. 1 to 3 inches over the city. That includes the north shore of Long Island, and then lesser amounts for the south-facing shore stretching all the way out to the Fork, coating to 1 inch there. Same for the Jersey Shore. There's central New Jersey, 1 to 3 inches, and then 3 to 6 for northwestern New Jersey through Sussex County, all the way up into Orange County and New York. Then we've got Sullivan, Ulster, and Dutchess looking to get up to 6 inches of snowfall. The highest elevations, of course, will get the top totals. They'll have the coldest air, and the snow ratios will be light and fluffy there. All right, here's the Accuweather 7-day forecast. We get to 32 degrees on Monday, barely at the freezing point. Biting wind that day as well. Bright and bitter on Tuesday. Still cold on Wednesday, up to 38. Our temperatures are near normal, low 40s for this time of year in the Accuweather 7-day forecast. So looking down the stretch, right? We get to even out a bit.
Down the stretch we come. So you got normal in there at some point. You know, it's winter. We'll deal with it. We'll be all right.
She sees the future.
She does. Tells us about it every morning.
That's right. Thank you, Amy.
Enjoy.
Talking about the future of the Giants, the coaching staff starting to take shape. But is a former Cowboys head coach a piece of that puzzle?
Plus, making sure you look good while you keep your New Year's resolution ahead. What you need to know about making your gym bag fab.